Yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And breaking the news that Povetkin Whyte 2 is off. Okay, so Povetkin Whyte 2 is off for the time being because Povetkin has not recovered from his COVID-19 diagnosis. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's get into the article. Okay, so Eddie Hearn reports that Alexander Povetkin is still recovering from his case of COVID-19 and won't be ready to face Dillian Whyte on January the 30th in their tentatively scheduled rematch. Okay, so Povetkin needs another 4 weeks to get his health back before he can be ready to fight Whyte again. Hearn recommends that the recently knocked out Whyte chill and wait for Povetkin to recover. But he's being stubborn and insisting on getting back in the ring, talking about Dillian Whyte. So, Dillian wants Wilder, Ruiz, or Ortiz. Yeah. That's some mouth-watering prospects, all three of them. Because if he fights Wilder, then that's the fight that's being talked about. That's the fight we've wanted to see for years. And Wilder has successfully ducked Dillian Whyte for years. Told Dillian Whyte that he'd keep him waiting for 2 years via text message, which was shown on the Akin Barak show on the DAZN network. Ruiz, now that's a tough task, very tough task, tough ask. I think Dillian sticks around at mid-range for too long. That's a tricky fight. I don't like that one at all. Or Ortiz. Well, this would be a great fight as well because it would shut up the PBC huggers who say that Ortiz is the most avoided man in the division. So I'd love to see that fight. I'd love to see the Wilder fight or the Ortiz fight. The Ruiz fight, that's the toughest of the three, in my humble opinion. The Wilder fight, I think the only thing Dillian Whyte would have to look out for really is the right hand. And Wilder can whip that right hand in wickedly if you're not vigilant. That fight there, I'll give a 50-50. I'll give a 50-50 Wilder versus Whyte. The Ruiz fight, I edge that in the favor of Ruiz. Dillian Whyte, not really known for being fleet of foot, stays in the mid-range too long. Ruiz, the snapping turtle. Ortiz, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that fight, probably most of all. No, I stick with the Wilder fight, but this one would be my second choice. Would really get to gauge Ortiz. I haven't really been able to gauge him. Wilder, can't gauge him because he never really fought nobody outside of Ortiz. Ortiz, can't gauge him because he's never really fought anybody other than Jennings outside of Wilder. So it's these two guys, we need to see them up against somebody who could act as a gauge. You've already seen Wilder versus Fury, so we kind of know where he's at. But Ortiz, very much an unknown quantity. Love to see that fight, but number one pick would be the Wilder fight. Want to see it for years. Let's have it. Okay, so Whyte told Hearn that he wants to fight one of these big three guns, or Luis Ortiz, and Andy Ruiz, Andreas the Ponce, we call him over here, or Deontay Wilder. Those are the three big guys that Whyte wants, and he could be sorry later if Hearn can negotiate a fight with one of them quickly. And he could be sorry later? What do you mean he could be sorry later? Whyte could have fought Luis King Kong Ortiz years ago when the World Boxing Council ordered an eliminator. Dillian chose not to face Ortiz, and it seems a little late for him to want That's right. Who is this? Who is this nutter writing this thing? Who wrote this piece? Who wrote this piece of Garbaggio? Charles Braun. Seems highly biased. I'm not inclined to read much more of this tripe. Okay. Must be on the BBC payroll. Okay, I don't even want to hear nothing more from this cat. Hearn is in favour of Whyte taking a hard fight. Is in favour. Povetkin, Whyte rematch was scheduled for 21st, whatever. Hearn isn't saying that the new planned date, what the new planned date is, but you've got to figure that it won't be until summer if Dillian goes ahead with his idea of facing someone else early in 2020. Okay, whatever. Whyte risking his... Okay, this guy's some kind of negative Nancy. Whatever. Okay, so the word is that Povetkin Whyte is off. Povetkin's still recovering from the COVID, and the next piece of news is that Dillian Whyte wants Wilder, Ruiz, or Ortiz. Okay, what say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about Twitter, don't forget about the live show, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The live shows Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, around 9 p.m. UK time. Sometimes as late as 9:15. Okay. This is Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio, is to have your say in the comment section down below. And I'll see you tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this, or yesterday, whenever you're watching this, for the Rick Laser Show. Ask Rick Q&A on Wednesday, 9:05 p.m. UK time. Okay, that's all the news for now. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, and I'm out.